Vada heads to school with her best friend, Nick. Just a normal day, normal conversations, nothing feels wrong. At school, her younger sister Amelia texts her. She just got her first period. Vada promises to explain everything later and goes on with her day. She walks into the bathroom and meets a popular girl named Mia. They start talking, and suddenly, gunshots. Not understanding what's happening, they panic and hide inside a stall. A boy named Quentin rushes into the bathroom. He says the shooter already killed his younger brother. They sit there in complete silence, too scared to even move. After some time, the police arrive. It's over. But for Vada, it's only the beginning. After that day, she can't live the same anymore. Nightmares, anxiety, constant fear, they follow her everywhere. That night, she texts Mia. Mia says she's home alone and invites her over. The next morning, Vada wakes up from another nightmare. Nick tries to cope in his own way. He wants to prevent something like this from ever happening again. But Vada doesn't know how to move on. She lies to her parents and goes to Mia's house. Mia seems calm, but she's scared too. They find out Quentin's little brother's funeral is tomorrow. They decide to go together. At the funeral, Quentin is barely holding it together. Their presence gives him at least a little support, but Vada only feels worse. She starts shutting down, collecting condolence cards, and slowly losing herself. Over time, as she spends more and more time with Mia, they smoke, drink, try to escape, but nothing helps. Her parents send her to therapy, but she can't open up. Running away feels easier than facing reality. One day, Quentin texts her and they meet, but even then, silence, until Vada suggests they just hug. She's trying to hold on to something, anything, but it only gets worse. She starts using substances, loses control, and eventually has a panic attack. Nick finds her and takes her home. Meanwhile, Vada keeps spiraling. One night, she stays at Mia's place, and something more happens between them. The next morning, she realizes everything is even more complicated, and just leaves. Later, she meets Quentin again and asks about his brother. He says no one ever asked him about it before. Vada tries to get closer, but he's not ready. At some point, her father decides to help in his own way. They go out into nature and just scream, letting all the pain out. For the first time, it feels a little easier. Later, Vada goes back to Mia. They both realize they were afraid of losing each other, but their connection is still there. Mia decides to return to dancing, and Vada promises to be there for her. At home, Vada finally opens up to her parents. She tells them everything about the drugs, the alcohol, and everything she went through. It feels like things are finally getting better. But then, a new message appears. Another school shooting. And Vada breaks all over again.